Hello everyone, it is Erin Floto here, and I am back to work. So I am setting up the spread, the base of this week's spread. I don't really do weeklies, I do dailies, but I do like to kind of put down the base of the art before I go in and start doing my dailies. So that is what I am doing here. This week is kind of crazy because I am starting work again. It is my first day of work after 2 weeks off, 2 months off. I went out on leave on November 7th, and I am returning today, which is January 7th. For me, this video is mostly to try to figure out how I am going back to bullet journaling, sharing my experience with you as I kind of try to get back into the swing of things with work, being a new mom, just trying to figure out what my bullet journal is going to look like, because I know when life looks different, my bullet journal looks different. So I'm trying to figure that out in the process for that in this video. So I am using the sticker kits that I made. It's a digital kit that you then print and cut and all that kind of stuff. So last week I did just 2 columns because I knew it was only Wednesday through Sunday. I don't do weeklies, but I do like to try to keep the entire week on the same page. So I have enough spaces because February starts here. So I do have enough spaces to be able to do that. So I have Wednesday through Sunday, and then I'm going to go back to my 3-column vertical. You can kind of see the lines penciled in here. I have been doing kind of my daily recap over on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube Shorts. So I have been filling this entire box in when I do that. So I don't want to set up anything ahead of time because this time I am not going to have I'm not going to have boxes set up. I'm just going to do kind of lines, and I'm going to color code the lines based on what the thing is. So for example, rating my day is yellow for best day, pink, purple, light blue, and then dark blue. So it's kind of ranking your day best to worst. And then I put in the mood, and then I put in the steps, my workouts, and how much I slept. So I kind of want this to correlate to my habit tracker. So like my steps, if I get over 5K, it is pink. If I get under 5K, it is purple. So I want that to be included here also. So I think I'm going to put my color codes here down at the bottom, or maybe up at the top. Or maybe I'll do a tip-in. I might do a tip-in. Or maybe a little Dutch door. I don't know. But I do want to do that because I think it's getting a little confusing over on TikTok, not being able to see the color codes and stuff. So, and I want to grow that following. So I do want to do things that will help me in that regard. But I don't start work today, so I just kind of wanted to get this bare bones set up, and then I'll check back in tomorrow before I start working and kind of show you what I've decided to do, and then continue it for Tuesday. So I will check in with you again tomorrow. Okay, good morning. Sorta. I'm not ready for lighting, so sorry about the lighting in here. I have to update Monday instead of Tuesday. I'm not going to update Monday on here because I saved that for TikToks, but it is early and I'm ready to start work. I'm all logged in. I have my Fairlife shake. So let's go ahead, set up Tuesday. And then I'm going to put my to-do list header in the things not work related, and then I'm gonna start getting to work. I have 608 emails. So there's not going to be a lot of actually actionable things that I'm doing today. I literally have so many emails to go through. Now, not all of them are actionable emails. A lot of them are mass mailers, meeting requests, spam, stuff like that. So not all 608 emails are like things that I need to do, but they are things I do have to go through all the emails. So I'm going to go ahead and put the Tuesday header on here. I'm going to have this same setup. Again, I'm not going to fill this out on camera because I am doing that on the Ticker Talkers, which if it doesn't get banned, like, definitely follow me over there. It'll probably get banned though. So I'm just gonna kind of do the same thing I did over here. I don't know about both a workout and walking today, so I'm just gonna put one of them. I don't really have a lot of room down there, to be honest with you, so I'm just gonna scrunch everything up because I'm not just putting one thing up there, but I am going to put the to-do header up there. So today is trash day. Honestly, I think that's it. If I'm looking at my calendar, which I'm very scared to do, technically, so I'll do my meeting with my boss, because that makes sense. I'm not going to do any other meetings today because, again, I have 300,608 to be exact emails to go through. So, but meeting with my boss makes sense because I will have to figure out what I missed. And like if there is anything like crazy, then I need to know from her that there's something crazy going on that I need to follow up on. So I will do that. Non-work related things. So we have been doing empty dishwasher. Load and run the dishwasher. This is a daily task at this point. So that is for my circuit breaker. Again, so we have Bee's tummy time, and these are usually things that I fill out as I go. I have not in the past, however long, been filling things out. Like, that's why most of the tasks are complete, is because I have not been filling out a whole list at the beginning of the day. I've been filling things out as I think of them and as I go. But today I'm a little stressed out. So I'm going to list things out ahead of time, which then it's probably going to stress me out that if I don't complete anything. So yeah, I'm a little messed up. And then his bath time, because he did not do bath time yesterday. We were trying to see if that's like why he's having issues going to sleep at night, but it's fine. Okay, so that is my non-work to-dos. I'm sure there's going to be more non-work to-dos coming up here, but I need to go through 608 emails, so I will peace out, see you later, check in like after work. I am so, so grateful. My husband is staying home today. So he moved clients and he's staying home. So that way I can transition a little bit easier today. So he is staying with the baby all day. That's why we set up pack and play stuff yesterday. That way that is out there instead of in my office. I'm so, so grateful. And this was actually his idea because I was like, no, it'll be fine. But no, it will actually be really, really helpful to not have to do this. Not have to have split attention today. As I'm like trying to get back into the swing of things. So that's what I've got today. And I will check back in later. Okay, it is Wednesday. It is 10 o'clock. So sorry in advance. I have just been crazy, but I have not really even been in here. So this is how things finished yesterday. I didn't go back in and do anything else because honestly, I didn't really do anything else. I did film for TikTok, so I did fill this section out. I do have everything that I did yesterday still on here. Okay, so, and I filled out my habits for yesterday. So let's go ahead and set up for the day. Okay, so that is my Wednesday setup. So I left space here so that I can do this again. Again, I'm going to do that over on other social medias. And then I started my to-do list down here. So I had my meeting. I updated all of my like work schedule. I put in my leave slips for maternity leave. I assisted someone, organized in SharePoint, added timekeepers to systems that they needed to be added to, and then sent some minimum contaminant levels over to someone else because I am the federal facility program manager. So this is related specifically to a federal facility. So I sent those to the program so that they knew. So that's what I've done so far today. Again, it's 10 a.m. I do have emails that keep flooding in here, and I have a whole list of things that I need to do. Again, I have found out that tomorrow I'm not working, so this video is going to be a little weird because it's literally just 2 days of me just getting kind of back into the swing of things. So it's really hard for me to plan. I can't, like, it won't work for me to start doing big lists in here. So I did go back and add these things because those are things that I think need to get done this month. And I'm going to pull out a few other things that I think need to be done. So I talked about this a little bit yesterday. We do have an audit going on. I do have to set up the page for that. So that is what I'm going to do today because I know that this is starting not next week, but the week after. So and I don't know why I almost crossed it off. I didn't do it. So I'm adding that now. I have to kind of get things situated. So I'm going to come back at the end of the day and kind of clue you in on what's going on. I also need to eat. This is the first meal I'm having today, so I need to eat. And like me working on my bullet journal right now is like, does this need to happen? Yes, but at the same time, like, I can't even think and function because I have not eaten today. All I've been doing is drinking coffee and drinking water. So that's not great. So let me go ahead and eat, kind of get back into work, and then I will come back at the end of the day and kind of talk about things. But I do think I want to talk about how I need to figure out my bullet journal life at work, because this is my brain. My brain doesn't work. And so for me to try to work and not bullet journal doesn't make a whole heck of a lot of sense. But I also need to do things like pump, feed the baby, eat, basic human needs. So yeah, so I'm gonna kind of talk about that towards the end of the day. Okay, so I am just gonna recap. So today is Thursday. It's actually pretty late on Thursday. Things just got crazy. So yesterday was pretty stressful. I did finish up the day. Do I probably still have stuff to write down? Yes. Do I remember? No. So I'm just going to leave it at that and then set up Thursday. Today I do not have to work because it is President Carter's funeral situation. So, funeral service. I'm a little sleep deprived. So, and I just got a nap. So, I don't know. Anyways, so I guess what I kind of wanted to wrap up here is, I don't know. I guess what I kind of wanted to wrap up here is that for work stuff, I think from now on, because to be honest, hi cat. Here, go ahead and put your paws in. Go ahead and say hi. Say hello, everyone. Hi. So I think from now on, I'm going to have to do things a little bit differently. Like, my bullet journal is my brain, but my brain doesn't work. And I also, especially right now, while I'm still kind of playing catch up on everything, I think what I'm going to have to do is what I did yesterday, which is, well, I guess for the last 2 days, is put a to-do list and kind of keep note of things that are going on. I can't really overburden so many tasks because then I'm going to have to prioritize them. I can't really have I guess because there's so much, right? And right now that there is so much, I think I'm keeping my to-do list on OneNote. There's going to be a running to-do list and then kind of a daily to-do list. And then I come back into my bullet journal. And then my bullet journal for all of my other tasks, I fill up as usual. Hi, Harley. I fill up as usual. And then I add in my work tasks at the end of the day. I think that's how I'm going to have to do things, especially with just like having, again, so many tasks. And hopefully this dies down and I will be able to bullet journal as normal in February. But I don't know if that's the case right now. I think it might get a little bit easier when I'm doing the audit because that takes priority over absolutely everything else. And that starts mid-January. So I think for next week, I'm just trying to get as much done as possible of all of my other running list tasks, catch up items. And then the week after that, audit starts, and that, like, I deal with things as I can, but the audit takes priority over everything else. And that's generally speaking how it works. So I think that's going to work for now. It's a little frustrating because, like, that's not how I like to bullet journal, but I think it's just not the reality of the situation that I'm in right now. Because I do like to like set out my tasks as I'm going through them, but I also like to like kind of have the priority list going. So I don't know. It's not really my favorite idea, bullet journaling wise, but again, like I said, kind of the reality of the situation based on how things have gone the past 2 days. I think all of January is going to be one big experiment on how I'm working um, while, you know, dealing with everything. Because the other thing, I'm exclusively pumping. I can't have meetings while I'm pumping. So, because like the machine is kind of loud. So, I'm going to have to try to figure out how to do meetings because a lot of my calendar is usually pretty booked up. Luckily, it wasn't today, but I'm going to have to ask for people to move meetings more. I'm going to have to schedule out blocks of time to allow me to pump during the day because I am exclusively pumping. So that is what I've got. That was me planning my work week, which was only 2 days. So sorry that it was so short. But thank you so much, and I will see you next time. Bye, everyone.